48. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and get info. And when I look over here to the left hand side, I can see it's 48K 24 bits. And so that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go into my arrangement view. So I'm going to press tab on the keyboard and then go back to my audio folder. And I'm going to drag that track into the audio track in Ableton Live. Now, if it hasn't been imported in Ableton Live yet, it might take a second for it to be analyzed. So give it a second, and here it is. Now, I can't stress this enough. The most important thing to do when you're importing long files is to make sure that they're not being warped. Otherwise, it's going to transform the sound of the track originally. So I'm going to double click on it, and in the detail view, I see that warp is on. So I'm going to make sure to turn that off. So with that turned off, now I don't have to worry about any artifacts from warping, and it's going to play back at the right tempo. One thing you can do to prevent this in the future is to go into Preferences in Ableton Live, and then under Record Warp Launch, I can turn this Auto Warp Long Samples off. So that's default set to on. I'm going to turn that off. So now I won't ever do that again when I'm importing entire songs into Ableton Live. So now in Ableton Live, I'm going to process this using mastering tools. Now I'm going to use almost all stock devices that come with Ableton Live 10 Suite. The only exception is I'm going to use a loudness meter that doesn't come with Ableton Live. I'm going to recommend a free one for you. It's this Ulean loudness meter. So it's free. You can buy a pro version if you want to get fancier features. But go to Ulean, youlean.co, and under plugins, you get the Ulean loudness meter. You can download it